Hey, welcome to my channel. I am Joyce, your new leader cheerleader, here to help you better prepare for the fun you're about to endure. Now, this channel is designed for the aspiring and new assistant principal looking for support, resources, and really a space to feel heard. I too know what it's like to be a new school leader thrown into this position, and honestly, I don't recall having a lot of help. I didn't have a lot of support, and you will question yourself. You're going to question if this job is right for you. I still question it sometimes, right? Because that's just the reality of the job. So today I'm going to briefly chat with you about imposter syndrome. I'm sure you've heard of imposter syndrome, and if you're here, you probably have felt it. Now, I want you to know how to recognize it, but also my goal is to push you through it, right? How can you push through it so that it doesn't affect your overall well-being? It is so common to be a new leader wondering if you're good enough. Like really, I don't know any leader who has not questioned themselves. And if you haven't questioned yourself as a new leader, I don't know. Maybe that's a great thing, or maybe something's wrong with you. I don't know. But you're going to question whether or not you've made the right decisions, if you're doing what's best for children, if you are making your staff happy and contributing to a positive culture in your campus. You're wondering probably if you're being as impactful as you set out to be on this journey. So imposter syndrome is real, and it makes you doubt yourself. I don't like it. I feel it. I feel it at school. I feel it in my business. And you're going to probably experience this because of the people around you making you feel like that. They're probably going to make you feel a little bit inadequate or make you doubt yourself, second guess yourself, question yourself, especially in people who are high achieving like you and me, right? So I want you to see like if this is where you are or if you've experienced imposter syndrome. So think about it. Let's say you landed your dream job. You're in your dream school. You have an awesome principal. Your leadership team is fantastic. And you start to tell someone about how wonderful everything's going. And they say, how in the world did you get that? And you say, well, I must have just gotten lucky. Or maybe you're in a room of veteran and experienced leaders and you just don't feel like you belong. You feel out of place. Or have you ever been to like a conference and you've got all these people, everybody's written books, or they've been in the field for so long and they're experienced, they're veterans and they've been doing this for 25 years and all of these things. And you just question yourself like, shoot, I don't know if this is where this is where I fit in. Like you feel out of place. So that may be you, or maybe you also fear decision making because you don't want to make a mistake. Did you know that imposter syndrome also shows up and it looks a little bit like perfectionism? Yep. But the truth is, you do not have to tackle this alone. And if you tackle like all of these things, imposter syndrome, with confidence, and you put in that mental work, you can get through this. But the truth is, if you don't tackle that with confidence, this imposter syndrome that you're facing, and start to build, your confidence and put in some mental work, you're going to start to see a negative impact on your own well-being. And I don't want that for you because you're going to find yourself being overly exhausted. Do you realize the mental exertion that you put on yourself every day, worrying and second guessing yourself? I know. So let's talk about how we can combat those negative thoughts so that you can walk into your building tomorrow feeling a little more confident. It's important to start with reframing your thinking. I know, it seems so easy and cliche, Joyce, but that's where it starts. If you don't start reframing your thinking and continuing to pour these negative thoughts into your head, you're never going to get through this. Start your day with positive affirmations. If you go to my website and you give me your email, you will receive a list of positive affirmations. And that is because I truly believe that that's how you should start every single day. When you are waking up and you're getting ready for the day, speak some life into yourself. If you don't, who will, right? So start there. And when you're faced with a difficult decision, tell yourself the truth. Reality is you're learning and you're growing. So before you go into that room and there's a difficult parent, and you're worried about how you'll react or if you're going to do the right thing, tell yourself, I'm learning and I'm growing. It's okay. We all are. Don't tell yourself I'm not good enough, or this is a difficult conversation, or I am afraid, or this angry parent, or this angry teacher. No, just go in and be like, hey, we're going to have a conversation. I'm learning, I'm growing, and so are you. We're all learning and growing. You have to do that. In one of my workshops, Leading with Confidence, I encourage you to celebrate those successes that you've already achieved, because if we don't recognize what we've done, who will? Right? You are here for a reason. You have the degrees, you have the experiences, you've made the impact, and remember who you are. Because again, if you don't, who will? Emphasize the power of self-compassion. Be compassionate with yourself. Like, give yourself some grace. People ask for grace from you. Give yourself some grace and tell them the same. Say, hey, look, give me some grace here. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay? It's okay. I believe in leading with transparency. And if you just be upfront with what you know and what you don't know, but encourage and know that you're going to find out, people are going to really, truly buy into that and build you up and support you. So transparency, be honest and open, but go do the work and go figure it out. Now, I want you also to think about your circle. Think about the people that are around you. Do you have a mentor, a coach? Do you have colleagues that you can reach out to? Those are your people that you want to rely on when it comes to, if you're having thoughts of self-doubt, talk to them. Hopefully they're good to you and they'll pour some life into you if you can't do it. So start with yourself, but if you can't reach deep down in there, go seek out some help and some support, because I want you to have people around you who are going to build you up and not bring you down. Now, I want you to start thinking about building that self-confidence. Focus on identifying and leveraging your past successes, your strengths, and your skills. Encourage reflection within yourself. Think about it. You have to reflect on what you've done, what you do each day, what you've done in the past, what you've accomplished, right? And I want you to seek feedback from those mentors, that coach, and your colleagues, okay? Ask them how you're doing, ask them if you're being irrational, ask them, how you should handle something. It's okay to seek help. I encourage seeking help. Now, all of that is great, but if you don't take care of yourself and put yourself first on your to-do list, I know. We're in 2024. You need to be prioritizing self-care. You have to, for your own well-being and your leadership effectiveness. I want you to think about this. What relaxing activity do you love to do? And commit to it. Commit to doing it daily, weekly, monthly, whatever those things are. You can do a daily one. You can do something that's weekly and then something that's monthly, like a massage. So commit to those things. Think about journaling, taking 30 minutes to do your skincare routine at night, put the kids to bed, have a nice dinner with your spouse. Do something like that that's going to help you to relax. Maybe you have a dog and you can walk the dog a little longer on Mondays, or maybe at night you walk the dog and you listen to your favorite podcast. Not a professional one. Do something like that would make you happy and laugh, like something that's funny. So sit on your couch. That's like my relaxing thing is Netflix and chilling with my husband on the weekends, because it brings us joy. It brings me joy, it brings him joy, and it helps me to relax. So that's something that I dedicate to myself at least one day on the weekend. And I'm a big believer in self-care, because that's how I started this journey into entrepreneurship. I started with the Caring Leader Box, and I said, there has to be something that I can put into the hands of leaders across the United States that brings them joy. So I created the self-care subscription box that has tools, productivity items, snacks sometimes, self-care items that they can take 30 minutes out of that month or whatever it is just to focus on themselves, and then also do some reflecting, some gratitude journaling. Those are things that you need to do, but I need you to take care of yourself, because reality is imposter syndrome is common. Experiencing these feelings doesn't mean that you're not qualified. Trust me. If you got the position, there's something about you that makes you fit for the job. You just have to continue to do the work and continue to grow. But you're qualified and you're capable. Recognizing the signs of imposter syndrome is the first step. And fortunately, there are strategies and resources available to help you overcome them. I encourage you to start being a little selfish. Go into your toolbox of skills and make a list of your strengths and receipts. What have you done? Who are you? Start there. Remember who you are and what you've done. Then, I know, cliche, but remember why you set out to do this job in the first place. Now, being here, watching this video is a great start. But next, head over to alvepro.com and check out some other resources that we have. Maybe you'll find a space, a workshop, or a resource that will help you on your journey. Focusing on continuing to learn, grow, and connect with other leaders just like you will help. Allow for those experiences that you already have to guide you. Think about those skills. You got this. Do not give up. Okay? When imposter syndrome kicks in, you kick it out. Speak life into yourself. Until next time, thank you for being here, and don't forget to subscribe. I have more videos like this coming out, and I hope to see you here again. Don't forget, go to alvepro.com or the Caring Leader box to get your self-care box too. Take care of yourself and do not stop. Just keep going.